They know we're up.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's Trivia Clash Battle. Let's go. I'm your host, Mackenzie. I'm joined today by Harm and Ease from Toronto, Canada. We've got an extra special show coming up and some live rock and roll. And of course, a $100 cash prize to award to today's trivia champ. So please, everybody in the chat, give a warm welcome to Harm and Ease and stick around. You won't want to miss this. Now, Harm and Ease, how's it going? Welcome to the show.
Good, thank you.
Let's go. Now, I feel like our audience has probably guessed what today's trivia category is going to be, but would you guys care to do the honors and announce what we got going on here today?
All right. Yeah. Count of three.
Yeah.
Count of three. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Rock and
Rock and roll trivia. Yes. Now, this is so exciting. We got a lot to talk about before the game starts. So let me just give a quick explanation how this whole thing is going to go down. So for everyone who's joining us for the first time, WatchMojo Trivia lives at WatchMojo.com/play. So anyone who wants to play along with us, you can go ahead, open another tab, go to WatchMojo.com/play and sign in. The game's going to start in about 15 minutes. Now, usually cash battles like the one we're going to run today requires Mojo points to play. But to celebrate our collab with Harm and Ease, anyone can compete for that fat cash prize today. This is a big deal, says it's really anyone's game. So nobody mess around, don't get complacent. We got a lot of connoisseurs in the house tonight. So new tab, watchmojo.com/play, sign in, and let's go. I'm so excited you guys are here.
Thanks for having us.
Dude, such a pleasure. Now, for those of people in the chat who are maybe just hearing about you guys for the first time, they're not super familiar. Do you guys want to tell us a bit about yourselves, a bit about the band? Like, what's your story?
Sure. We're called Harmonies. We are a modern rock band. We're currently based in Toronto, Ontario, but we've kind of been all around the South and North Americas. We started the band in high school when we were about 15 in Burlington, Ontario. And then after high school, we lived in Argentina for a number of years in Buenos Aires for about 5 years, where we met John. And then a few years ago, we moved back to Canada, and Alex rejoined the band. And so we've just been, it's been about 10 years of just traveling and music and trying to just share our passion with people and have a good time doing it.
Yeah, that's amazing. So when you say modern rock, like, what does that mean to you guys? Like, could you describe, like, what is that?
To us, it's just kind of like what we feel like rock music of today is sounding like, right? I don't know. It's just trying to push the boundaries in rock music and just mix it with as many elements of like the tools we have in like modern day that, like rock music comes from so long ago where you had less technology and things happening. So I don't know, we're just trying to mess with what the genre really is and just push it to its like outside the boundaries.
I'm reading the chat, man. People know what they're talking about. People are asking for Freebird. People have been talking about cowbells before the show even started. People are talking Slipknot. I mean, we're dealing with some serious trivia experts today.
How much cowbell would you say is in your existing repertoire, and how much cowbell do you think you should be adding? Like, what's the appropriate amount?
More. You can always add more.
Do we have
That's the right answer, dude.
Lemonade's got some.
Okay.
Yeah, Lemonade.
We at least have a couple.
We should do a mix of our album that has a whole bunch of cowbell just on every song. Just the cowbell version.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, release the cowbell cut is what you're saying.
Cowbell, if we could sell it.
Yeah, we could sell it. Let us know in the chat, guys, if there's a market for cowbell rock and roll. I mean, I think that is the pressing question of the day. Let's find out. Now, so I kind of want to talk about like inspiration. Like, we're here to talk rock and roll history. Like, we got a lot going on, but what like rock and roll bands or musicians like really inspire you guys individually or like as a unit?
Well, when I was a kid, like my sister, she was older than me. She's still older than me. And yeah, she'll always be older than me. And she was a punk rocker, and she showed me like bands like the Ramones. And then she showed me a band that I still really like that I've liked more over time, bands like the Cramps and the Stooges and stuff like that. Just stuff that sounded just like really it didn't sound like music on the radio. And there is kind of something to be said if we're talking about rock trivia today, that like, rock and roll music actually like it comes from like a rebellious kind of like spirit. It picks up a lot from, blues music and music from the church and stuff like that, but it's actually like a rebellious, burn it all down kind of music. So that's kind of what I liked about it. That's what inspired me.
It's burn it all down kind of music. I get that. I'm here for that 100,000%.
I hope everybody else gets it.
Yeah. What about the rest of you guys? Would you say that applies to you guys as a whole, or John, is that more like your personal philosophy?
You guys can go ahead.
Sure. I mean, yeah, I also love music that you can just rage out to and feel a little wild and free from. But I guess I'm more of a. I guess why I started writing music was from these artists these kind of singer songwriters like Neil Young and John Lennon and even like like people like Elliott Smith, or it doesn't really matter what decade it was. I just like these artists that write from the heart and kind of spoke their own truth and connected with their audience in whatever way it was or decade it was. So that's just what I strive to do as well.
I love how kind of oppositional like those two philosophies are, but they actually come together in a way that really makes sense. And I think maybe in some ways that's kind of like a common theme, like running throughout your dynamic together. I know you guys pretty well. So I think I definitely see that. Would you say, Alex and Danny, like you guys, I know you have your own philosophies as well. I mean, are they different? Are they the same?
They're definitely different. Like, probably like they all kind of come together in a way too.
Inspiration comes in so many forms, though. Like we could talk about we could spend days talking about what inspires us and how it varies. And
there's one time in an interview that I spoke about like how nature is inspiring.
Yeah, that's a great.
Like that's like a thing too. Like, which is definitely a contradictory statement to like other music. But if we're talking about other music, like I grew up listening to like the Rolling Stones and the Beatles and Motown. Like my mom was very influenced in that. So in my roots, there's a lot of that. When we were young, Danny and I and Rai, we played in like a hardcore kind of metal band too. And we have influences there as well. So like the punk scene is always a big thing. Very like just like energetic music. It's definitely, I would say, is definitely a huge influence.
Yeah, well, it's funny that you're like the opposite of burn it down music is like growing from the roots up music, and there's like a beautiful marriage in there somewhere. To borrow your exact words, I think there's like a really like delicate and intelligent balance to that comes through a lot in your sound. So, very cool. For anyone who is maybe like just tuning into the stream, I'll just give a quick reminder of exactly what we're here to do. So this is our weekly trivia cash battle. We are doing rock and roll trivia, as you may have guessed, and we have a $100 cash prize to award to today's trivia champion. So to anybody who wants to, I'll respond to that request immediately from the Vor Collective. To anyone who wants to participate and potentially walk away with that prize, you can open another tab, go to WatchMojo.com/play and sign in. The game is going to start in about 6 minutes. Exciting stuff. So I know you guys like you want to play a bit of music. I want to hear you guys play a bit of music. But before we get there, I do want to ask you guys and kind of the people in the chat, like, do you have what is the favorite era or decade for rock and roll? Is there an objective one, or is it just who you happen to be and how you happen to feel?
Yeah, there's no one, right?
I would say like
It's hard.
Well, if we're talking about a decade, I would say the 70s because for rock itself, because there was prog rock, there was heavy like metal rock, there was ska, like there was new wave towards the end of it. I think that was just a very broad year of all kinds of different subgenres of rock that I think were influential, massively influential. That's my answer.
2010s were pretty sweet.
Sure, the 10s were great too.
What was the best band of the 2010s?
Wow, that's a hard
You have
question.
one?
Of the 2010s, the best band.
Or like what bands define that era for you? Because you guys are talking about like modern rock, like let's talk modern rock. Like,
Keys, but they definitely took over the 2010s. Yeah, Queens of Stone Age.
Cage the Elephant.
Sure,
But not as
Totally.
big.
It all depends on what you consider the best of anything. Maybe this decade right here, right now.
Yeah, the 20s
is the best.
mid
one,
20s.
Yeah, or maybe it's to come. I mean, who's to say?
The 30s could be.
I feel like it's always kind of getting better.
Do you think there's any dips, or do you think it's a consistent like trajectory upwards? Matt Campbell says the mall emo era. We were all there.
Yeah, I mean,
I like the early 2000s.
Yeah, I like that era too.
Yeah,
Like
me
that's
too.
just what we grew up listening to when we were kids. But, I don't know.
Yeah.
It goes,
Green Day.
The
rock,
Strokes.
rock music does go in waves in the sense of it going from like more orchestrated and complex to more broken down, and it goes in waves like that. In that sense, you know, some people really associate like the best decades like either the 60s because of all the social liberation that came with it, or the 70s because it was a time for huge rock albums and they were doing stadiums for the first time.
80s was like massive
80s
rock,
was
like
the
stadiums,
over commercialization of that. And then the 90s was they were trying to break it down again from all the glam rock, and you had like the grunge movement and stuff like that. Then breaking the century, Green Day, Chemical Romance, the
We got a
Strokes.
comment in there, Rylan. Camperman 5000. He says Dr. Dog.
Hey, yeah,
Dr. Dog is
Big
sick.
fan of Dr. Dog. We love the dog.
The
We love
Offspring.
the dog.
Love the dog.
Love the dog.
But it's kind of like what you were saying, John, is that maybe it goes through cycles of like, well, just when it becomes too commercial, it goes back to something more punk and more like angry and more like fueled by something gritty and of the streets. Of
popular and everybody copies it, and it becomes overinflated again until it breaks down again. It kind of goes a little bit like that.
That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I just feel like that maybe rock or some sort of rock is coming back because there's just such an oversaturated market when it comes to like hip hop and rap, and maybe that doesn't mean it's going to rock. Maybe it's going to like country, which that kind of seems like it's going to. But I just think eventually, yeah, everything gets recycled and rehashed, and everything gets kind of worn down, and maybe it's time for rock and roll to come back.
There's a time
Sure.
Man, we got a bunch of Neil Diamond fans in the chat. That's a rare one.
Consistently. Yeah, I was going to actually remark on that. That's
Neil
awesome.
Diamond and cowbell.
Fun facts about Neil Diamond. When I lived in the UK, I worked on his tour for like.
Did you? What'd you do?
I was bartending, which was wild.
What do you mean?
You want
Like-
on tour with Neil Diamond?
Yeah.
Not as a musician though, just as the bartender. Still sick though.
Merlin's tour brought bartenders
like for the show.
instead of just having the venues bartenders.
How many shows?
That's so random.
It was just like they hired like an outsourced bartending company.
Wow,
that is
the company
incredible.
I worked for.
That's so cool.
You want
Very
on tour?
cool. Did you meet him?
No, I never met him.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
See, there's a guy that's trolling in the chat. I know you're trolling. You're saying Johnny Cash's Heart of Gold is amazing. See, he didn't do Heart of Gold. I saw him also say George Harrison is my favorite bass player. George Harrison. I know you're a troll. You're trying to throw us in the mud.
Called out. John here with the troll hunting. Thank you for your service, dude.
I saw it.
Hey, so I know you guys, I want to hear you guys play some music. We got a couple of minutes till the game starts, so I'll just give a quick reminder to everybody what we're here to do. So we got a $100 cash prize on the line. We're here to play some rock and roll trivia with Harm and Ease. Now, if you guys want to participate in the game itself, you can open another tab, go to WatchMojo.com/play and sign in. The game is going to open in 1 minute, but we have about a 5-minute buffer, so don't sweat it. We got lots of time. Now, what are you guys going to play?
Bit of our song "Cut Me Loose."
We're gonna play it.
I love this one.
All right. Thanks, everybody. 1, 2, 3. None taking me to war. Had to spit me out. I came back for more. She moves like an atom bomb. Got the nuclear codes in the name of town. Lead the rebels, she's the devils, get it out. Whole nother level. But I went to the girl I knew, and I was only passing through. I wanted, but there ain't no use. She loved me, then she cut me loose. Yeah, she loved me, then she cut me loose.
Yeah! Woo! Everybody, if you're sitting at home, give an applause. We can't hear it, but we know you're out there. Thank you. Guys, that was awesome.
Yeah. Did we nail it?
You nailed it. Yeah, absolutely nailed it. Bravo. Yeah, very sick. Thank you so much for sharing. That was really cool. Bravo.
Harmonies. Yes, that was it.
They got it.
Now, the game is just opened. It hasn't started yet. So if you guys want to just open another tab, WatchMojo.com/play, sign in. We got a 5-minute buffer till the game starts. Now, I know you guys have a new album coming out. Do you want to talk a little bit about what we can expect, when it's coming out? What's the deal?
Ooh. I guess so, yeah, but like we don't have too much information to answer. Yeah, like so we have a new album that we're working on. We don't have a title yet or release dates, but we are in the studio right now. We're actually heading to the studio tomorrow to keep working on the album. So we're gonna be announcing all that as soon as possible. But you can be expecting like some big tunes. We've been posting some on social media, like some teasers. So I guess you can go on there if you want to check us out. But yeah, we're hoping to release an album by the end of the year. So yeah.
There will be a new single pretty soon, though. So
Yeah.
People can expect a single, at least in the next few weeks to a month.
Yeah, that's for
Very
sure. Yeah,
sick.
we have a single coming out that's called Thinking About Love. So that would be like the next thing. And then, yeah, we'll be announcing like the album soon and tour dates.
Amazing. That's super exciting. Now, everybody, we have Harmonies' handles going around in this banner here. So if you want to learn more and stay tuned for upcoming announcements from these guys, lots of exciting stuff on the horizon. Thank you for sharing. That's going to be super cool. I can't wait. Now, how are you feeling confident going into this trivia game today? I mean, this is definitely your area of expertise, but we got a lot of people here today. I mean,
There's a lot of people.
That's funny. We were talking about like which decades that maybe each of us individually excel at. You know, that more information about. Like I'm confident in Sunrise, confident in others. Danny and Alex have their whole field of expertise. So I hope there's not too many like left field. You know, like I'm okay with rock trivia, but I keep it pretty dad rocky. You know.
You know
What?
a lot about the blues and like
Yeah,
old music too.
But it's not blues trivia. It's rock and roll.
it's rack.
It's rock.
Rock
I just
trivia.
said I saw Jack White, the White Stripes last week. It was fantastic.
No way. What was it, like in a small club?
Yeah, where'd you see him? In a small club?
Was it in like Georgia or Tennessee?
Tell us more, RGN.
Tell us
Tell us
more.
more.
We heard that was an exclusive show.
Yeah, we're friends with his bass player, Dominic,
Very sick.
who's on that
Right
tour.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to hear more about that. RGN, let us know what your story is with Jack White. In the meantime, I'll just give a quick reminder of how like the first round of the game is going to go. So we got 3 rounds here. The first one is all going to be multiple choice. You have some power-ups you can use. So if you want to skip a question, if you want a hint, if you're not sure, or if you want to steal someone's points, all of these options are available to you. The competition does get pretty tough, but like I said, I mean, this is all an area of I think knowledge for all of us. So let's see what happens. After that, we move on to Power Hour. It's all true or false. It's going to move really, really fast. The faster you answer, the more points you get. And then finally, the top 3 players of round 2 compete for one question. Winner takes all. You got to type in an answer, and that's it. Sudden death. It's no joke. So do you guys, before we go into the game, do you guys have any? No, you go ahead.
No, it's okay. You go ahead.
No, are you sure?
Yeah.
That sounded like it was going to be good. I was just going to ask if you guys had an underrated band that you think everyone should be checking out. Who gets lost in the conversation?
That's a good.
I have one. They're called Bad Nerves. They're really good. They're really fast, punk.
They're really good.
You'd like them a lot for sure.
Yeah.
Bad Nerves, good band.
Okay, well check that out. Where are they from? Do you know?
Somewhere in the States.
Cool.
I don't know.
No More Kings. Do you guys know this band?
No.
Austin, let us know what's going on.
Molchat Doma is great.
Yeah, what are you listening to? Do you guys like the Misfits? I like the Misfits a lot. Misfits. Absolutely. Oh, Pulp, late 70s rock band, which is fire. Thank you for the recommendation, RGN. Now, guys, the game's going to start in 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
All right, Power Hour time. Use power-ups to get ahead and be strategic. You only get to use them once. You can steal top players' points, skip to earn average points, and continue, and hint to eliminate 2 answer options. But remember, the faster you answer, the more points you get. So be strategic and don't fall asleep.
Yeah, wait, we're trying to look where we can see the actual questions.
It's coming right now.
Oh, cool.
Oh, there you go.
Which Rolling Stones album featured tumbling dice and rocks off Exile on Main Street?
Don't say that.
John.
Sorry.
Just got told not to.
John, don't sabotage by saying wrong answers, but also don't sabotage by saying right answers. I mean, you have a lot of power here. We've got you on camera.
Sorry, caught me off guard. I didn't know what was happening.
All right. Radiohead based their name on a song by which band? I know this.
Sorry.
Just whisper into people's ears.
I love how you guys all huddle in like really close to the screens.
There it is. Okay, let's have it.
All right, we got Jake Rennet in an early lead. This is Legacy Watch Mojo trivia player. Merckx, P. Chan, not far behind. Lucas and Sabrina, Asman Silver. These guys are here like every week. They're amazing, and I'm delighted that they're back. Welcome, guys. And good luck to everyone else. Oh, this band was mentioned in the chat earlier. That's the only hint I'll give, but I think we know. Andrew Dada in the chat is saying iconic hair. Who are you talking about? Could apply to anyone on this call.
I'm so focused.
Yeah, John's laser focused. He's like, don't talk to me. I'm trying to do it.
Yeah,
I would agree.
Yeah, it has to be.
It has to be. Who's the godmother of punk?
She is. She's gotta be.
Must be Pat Benatar.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah, but
No, we're not allowed to say it wrong names either.
Oh, come on.
Which singer originally performed Hound Dog?
That's a blues one.
Yeah, John, this is all you, dude.
That's a trick
It's all
one.
rock and roll. No blues, huh?
No blues, huh?
Are we gonna name all of these, dude?
Yeah, how are you guys doing? Let's take a look.
Cocky Dan.
You guys are doing really well. Well done. When you have a little badge under your icon, it shows that you're getting correct answer streaks. You guys might take this. You would be then the first ever guest host on Watch Mojo Trivia to take the prize. It's never happened before.
Imagine
So
that.
when people can see when it goes green, they can see that it's the correct answer.
Yes, we're streaming. This is a stream of the game from a different account. Yeah. So you're in the clear to scream whatever answer you want after it goes green.
Ooh, this is a hard one.
Oh,
What did you say?
we got you can't we it was here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. That's a good question.
Oh my god.
Giving compliments to the game. That's a good question.
Yeah, we got it. Okay.
Well done.
Okay, we got it. We got
Wow, this is
it.
hard.
This is tricky.
Which band released Come a Little Closer in 2013?
We know that one.
This is good. This is good that we got the whole band. We got the whole expertise. We got the whole library of knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah, the Library of Alexandria of Rock and Roll is in the room with us
Here's
right now.
yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Hmm.
Come on.
That's a low ball. That's a low ball. You guys better get this.
I want to close my
Neil
All right,
Diamond.
we got
Neil
Lucas in the lead. Yeah, Neil Diamond.
Everybody keeps supposing Neil Diamond, dude. Such a troll. Love it.
We need more cowbell and more Neil Diamond. That's the only thing this stream is missing. Otherwise,
Good job.
mm.
That dad rock. It's that dad rock energy.
Are we like? I don't even know who's in the lead anymore.
We gotta win this, guys. We gotta win this.
Yeah, you got this. All right, Jake Ranett is in the lead right now. Lucas, not far behind. Bustin Fields. But honestly, you guys are in the running. It's not over till it's over. Oh, this is a good one.
Oh yeah, there's all these people who haven't messed up in a while.
Those people just got it on dial. They got it on their phones.
John doesn't lose trivia. He quits it because it's unfair.
Yeah,
Everyone's
exactly.
they own their phones.
Come on.
Well, the faster we answer it too, like if you know the answer, just click it fast.
Yeah, follow your gut right away.
Or
If you have no idea, just pick something fast.
Why? Because you just get more points.
Yeah, faster you answer, the more points you get.
okay, last one.
Last question, round 1, folks. Which classic rock band released Sweet Leaf in 1971?
Okay, did we just miss one? We
Yeah.
just missed the Twisted Sister one. Should listen to you.
I just waited a little longer. That's the one I was gonna pick.
All right, and that's round 1, folks. Well done.
Oh, we're moving around.
Did well. Sure are. Sure
This is the
are.
best. Can we do this every week?
Yes, literally.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
All right, K-Rock, don't get ahead of yourself. We got a lot more trivia coming. Now, all the questions in this round will be true or false. The faster you answer, the more points you get. And then only the top 3 players move on to the final round and battle it out for that fat $100 cash prize. That's a lot of candy, guys.
Rapid
All
fire.
right. True or false? Ray Davies was a member of Deep Purple. Oh, damn it.
Okay.
No room for error.
No.
Don't even make a sound.
Don't say anything.
Do whatever you want, people.
This is the suspense is on.
Ooh, that's a tough
Yeah.
one.
Tough one, but we know the.
How are you doing, Mackenzie?
I'm doing medium okay. Let's see what I
Man,
do.
it goes by so fast.
I'm going to say firmly medium okay.
It's good to click it wrong.
I know. One wrong
Wait,
play.
after those seconds.
I'm definitely not winning, but I'm in it.
Drum roll.
Yeah, you actually have
Let's
the
go. Don't Stop Believin' and Let It Be use the same chord progression for their respective piano introductions. Oh, yeah, nice.
You try to think about the
I
chorus.
just, yeah,
You're
everything
like trying to
was
play
going
the
by.
song.
It was all going by my
Like
head.
humming it to yourself.
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
Yeah. Insane people.
Muse album Drones won a Grammy for Best Rock Album. Oh,
Come on.
true. Ooh.
Yes!
Go on.
This is so funny.
Oh, you guys are killing it. Okay. Anthony Kiedis was releasing a program for false.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Let's go.
Amazing.
My heart's gonna give out, man. That's
I'm
at
out.
this.
You guys are moving on to round. Yes.
This is
I hope
crazy.
it's a Neil Diamond question. I hope it's a Neil Diamond question.
Okay,
One question, winner takes all.
Type in your answer and click go.
Type in the answer.
You need to type it in.
Oh my god.
People in the chat, can you beat harmonies at Rock and Roll Trivia? We will find out now once and for
Who
all.
answers directly and fastest. This is insane. Okay, here we
You
go.
have to make sure that this goes on the.
Yeah.
Final question.
Did I get it?
Give it a second. It'll refresh in a sec. Okay. You guys came in third, but only by 4 points.
Yeah.
Game boys. Well done.
That was close.
This was one
Good
question.
job, Jake. Look, someone said, don't think I've ever seen a guest do so well.
Oh,
Never has. I've never seen, honestly, a guest host come in third place. Congratulations. That was fantastic. And congratulations particularly to Jake Rennet, who is kicking off their weekend with a cool $100 cash prize. Well done. Congrats also to Lucas, Bustin Fields, and Jinbo for finishing in the top 5. You guys rock. That was so much fun.
That was so much
That was so much fun.
All right, great game, guys. Now, before we sign off, on a bit of a bittersweet note, we already talked about this, but I do want to announce with some mixed emotions, this is actually my last time hosting live trivia with Watch Mojo. I'm going to be leaving the company to pursue a different opportunity, but I wanted to thank everybody who's been tuning in, playing trivia, hanging out. We've had so many laughs along the way. It's been a joy getting to know you guys and being a part of this community. So extra shout out to the Watch Mojo team who makes these shows possible. Y'all are the best. So everybody, keep playing trivia at WatchMojo.com/play. Keep an eye on the socials for upcoming cash final announcements, and keep listening to Harm and Ease. I absolutely love you guys. This has been the best. So have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Watch Mojo.
See you guys. Take care.
See you. Bye.